Hi guys! We are live. I hope you guys can see me and hear me. So give me a sign in the chat box if you can hear me and see me right, because woo, I think it should be good though, right? Hi! Oh wow, we're a lot of people on tonight, or today, or this morning, or whatever time of the world you're in. Everything is working. Amanda is saying hi. Amanda, hi Melody, hi Gita, hi Tamara. Oh god, chat is going insane. That's really nice to see all of you guys tonight here. And yeah, welcome back to another episode with Hobie Live, episode number 11, Getting Creative with Granny Squares. And oh boy, tonight is gonna be super nice. I have a feeling that it's gonna go really well. I hope. I'm pretty nervous because there's a lot of you guys here and I'm alone, but I know that you have me, you have my back. So should I get, by the way, my chat is down there, so if I'm like looking down, that's because I'm reading chat, just so you know. But yeah, should we say hi to some of the people? I see a lot of people from everywhere, from Austria, from the US, from Germany, from France, from Portugal, from Italy. It's so crazy to see all of you guys here. And I'm super excited. Oh, hello from Argentina, says Gabriela. Nancy says hi from New York. Oh, wow. Jojo, Ohio. Melody, Ireland. Well. Should we get started then? Should we present the agenda of today? Because we have a lot of things to cover up. And I see, wow, we're already 200 people. Yay! So today we're actually going to talk about, obviously, Granny Squares. It's the theme of the day. But we're going to go through some steps. We're going to go through the history of Granny Squares, you know, with some fun facts. And we're also going to be going through the giveaway, of course. We have a giveaway today, and I know a lot of you are excited about that. We're also going to go through which yarns are really good for Granny Squares, tips and tricks for Granny Squares, and yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going to come up in the next live, and yeah, at the end of the day, we're going to pick a winner for our super nice giveaway. And I'm excited. Do you guys want to see the giveaway? Because I kind of prepared a huge basket. I didn't want to put it anywhere because there was no space for it. But yeah, I see that people are already writing giveaway. I did not start the giveaway yet. So you guys have to be just a little bit patient. Give me 2-3 minutes and I'll start it. But meanwhile, let's see. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can show you how enormous this basket is, but it's very big. I prepared a lot of yarns that are super great for Granny Squares, and not only, yeah, Emmy's like, oh wow, holy mother of pearl, exactly. It's a big basket filled with yarn. I hope nothing will fall off. There we go. Gonna give it a tour. Oh, that made you a little bit dizzy. People are like, wow, wowzers. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I included in the big basket. Our famous little rainbow. You guys know it, you guys love it. There's Amigo. There is also some wool that is really squishy and nice, and there's chunky Amigo. There's Amigo XL. There's so much great yarn in here that I really handpicked myself. So good luck for whoever is gonna win this enormous basket at the end of the day. Ugh, I wish I could show you guys all the colors I included in this because it's pretty insane. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty, yes, holy balls of squishy fiber. Exactly, could fill a whole house with rainbow. Yeah, so the way this is gonna work, I'm just gonna introduce the giveaway. I haven't started it yet. We're using a little robot that's gonna help us out. So what you guys will have to do is eventually, when I start it, write hashtag giveaway. Sorry, not hashtag giveaway. Exclamation mark giveaway. All in one word, just like you see it on the screen up there. So what you're gonna have to do is write exclamation mark giveaway, one word, low caps, so no caps lock, nothing, and then you will be automatically in the game. So the bot is gonna pretty much pick a winner at the end of today's show. And all you'll have to do afterwards is simply writing me an email to get your big prize. I'm gonna ship it out to you guys. I'm gonna have to get an address from you and all of that. So we're gonna deal with that a little later. So that's how it works. And you know what? I'm gonna actually start it because we don't want to waste any time. Let's see. Bum bum boom. Everybody's already giveaway. Yeah. What are you guys? Wait, before you write giveaway, because before we start the giveaway, what are you gonna do with all this yarn? I want to hear what you guys are gonna do with all of this yarn because it's a lot of yarn, right? So let's see. I'm gonna go to our little dashboard here. We're gonna go to our giveaways. Are you guys ready? Because I'm gonna start it in a second. There we go. All right, start the giveaway. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Let's see. I'm gonna edit this. Yep. Wow, chat is going insane. All right, so there we go. That should be almost working now. I'm gonna make a room. Oh my god, I can't even read chat. I want to read what you guys want to make, but I can't even read it because it's going so fast. There we go. There we go. Yarn. We're gonna win yarn. And oh my guys, I'm having a little bit of difficulties here. Gifts for the family, people are saying. Wow. I would definitely make a lot of gifts. And I mean, that's all about us, right? Because a giveaway is kind of like what we yarn people like to do, just make and give gifts to people. So this is pretty much what I wanted to do today. Just have a cool giveaway and just celebrate giving gifts to people. But meanwhile, I'm just going to try to set up this giveaway because it doesn't seem to allow me to start it. So I'm editing now. Is it because I'm not signed in? I like that you guys are kind of just really enjoying chat. Everybody really wants to win. We're already at 264 people participating, and that's pretty insane. I did not expect that today. So that's pretty nice. Why won't it let me work? I figured it out, you guys. It's because I already had a giveaway in the run. So it should work now. Okay. Wow. Okay, it's working. The entry is now officially open, and I'm super sorry that it took ages, but I just couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. But it turns out that I had an old giveaway that was running in the background, and I had to pretty much stop that Okay, we're 278 people watching us, and everybody's like, giveaway! All right, so all of you who are writing exclamation mark giveaway, it means you're in the game. So let's get to it. Let's start the episode from today. I'm gonna need some water because I'm like very hot in here. All right, so we talked a little bit about what we're gonna cover today, and let's start with the history of granny squares, shall we? I wish I could read chat, but it's going so much insane right now that I can't actually read what you guys are writing. So I'm gonna actually pick top chat. Let's see if that's gonna slow down things a little bit. All right, so as you guys know, grannies have been around forever, basically. And more than in Europe, it's more popular in the US. And it was so popular in the US at some point that it was actually called the American crochet. And the funny thing is that the name kind of comes from the US. And it's a really, really fun fact / fun story that I discovered. So it turns out that in the US, in the American frontier, so for those of you who don't know where that is, that's basically the Old West and the Wild, Wild West. Pew, pew. So women from the American frontier, what they used to do is they used to take and collect all the kind of the used sweaters and the used socks and other blankets and stuff like that, and they would basically unravel these used up projects, make little balls of yarn with it, and then they would how do I call this, and then they would kind of start crocheting these little granny squares that they would just call squares. And then later they would take a pile of them to the grannies, to older women of their community called grannies. And these grannies would light them down, would suit them up in different kind of projects and different things. And so that's where the name actually comes from grannies making little granny square projects. So that was actually a pretty fun story that I discovered, and I wanted to share it with you. What's up next? Yes. And then, so this was back like 115 years ago. And then in the 30s, during the Depression era, it turns out that, it was really, really hard times. So women had to make use of every little tiny bit of scrap yarn they could have around their house. And so they would basically, they brought back the granny square. They brought it back because they really want to use all the little yarns they had around the house. And then they started crocheting, blankets and pillowcases to also kind of decorate their homes in a more colorful way. And this is actually why granny squares are kind of known as things you would crochet for, home decor projects and nothing more. Blankets, and then that's about it. But it turns out that actually in the 70s, the hippie movement kind of flipped that around. And the girls from that time started incorporating these granny squares into clothing. And that was actually pretty nice, because they started making these beautiful long jackets out of granny squares, and they started making tops out of granny squares, and all sorts of things that you wouldn't even think about. Hats, everything out of granny squares. It was granny square era booming, right? And I mean, right now they're making a comeback, and that's because they can be turned into anything, right? So first of all, they're easy to carry around. Second of all, it's nice to use the scrap yarn you have laying around to make these granny squares. And third of all, they're great for experimenting with color. And I think that this is one of the reasons why the high fashion industry, as we know it, the haute couture industry, decided to experiment with the granny squares. So I was on Pinterest checking out what is going on there. And it turns out that I found some very funny things to look at. So I'm going to show you guys what I found on Pinterest. And this is actually pretty insane, right? We're here. Okay. So, as you guys know, the granny square is famous for being a blanket. It's also famous for being, crocheted into bags. Oh, that's not a granny square, but it looks cute. um, and you can make jackets, you can make tops out of it, and this is what the fashion industry kind of explored. It's seen the potential of granny squares, and I mean there is a lot of potential there. You can see here, like, first of all, and this is inspiration 100%, like such a cute kids top. And then we have basically something, that our daughters and our granddaughters can also wear, like a cool little top here. And then even a full body made out of granny squares. That's pretty insane, right? And then I'm gonna, pants out of granny squares. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And a jacket. And you see this jacket is kind of combining a big granny square with smaller granny squares. So the fashion industry really went to it. But what I thought, and I thought that this was so insane. And I'm gonna just scroll down because here it is, the granny square on the runaway. Like who would have even thought that the granny squares went so far ahead? And guys, this is Dolce & Gabbana. So she is wearing Dolce & Gabbana here into granny squares. So it's a full suit. I'm just going to make this a little smaller so you guys can see. It's a full suit with a jacket, a skirt, and a top. And that's all Dolce & Gabbana. Can you even believe it? When I first saw it, I thought, okay, is this really real? But yes, it's very much real. And so these big brands like Dolce & Gabbana, and I have a Dior dress here made out of smaller granny squares. It blew my mind because I really didn't expect granny squares to go that far until, being on the runaway. So Tammy saying, wow, high fashion demand, mind blown. Exactly. I thought when I first saw this, I was like, okay, we are onto something. If high fashion is taking inspiration from, granny squares, that means we're doing something right? So it's really, really funny because I did not expect seeing high fashion using granny squares. And when you think about it, there's nothing granny about granny squares, am I right? It's actually, more than anything, is pretty mind-blowing. So that was kind of, that was an approach that I found quite interesting. So yeah, that was it for pretty much the history of granny squares and why it's making a comeback. And I'm actually just gonna swipe away and I'm gonna move to the yarns that are really great for granny squares, because I don't know how many of you are actually making granny squares or have made granny squares or would like to make granny squares, but I hope there's some of you out there that really likes doing them. I'm surely one of them, especially the daisy looking granny square. I just love making daisy granny squares. I'm actually making a wool granny square blanket for myself right now that I can use in the balcony during winter, because it's pretty cold in Denmark during the winter months and it's pretty dark, but I really enjoy being outside. So I figured, hey, you know what, like a warm blanket, something that's colorful, something that can bring me some joy in those dark times would be a great idea. So I actually started on a pretty granny square. But just to remind all of you guys watching right now, we are having a giveaway. Surprise! We're having a giveaway and I want to show you guys the prize again so you can get pumped. And I really hope that you guys can send me some love. Send me some love. Send me some hearts in the chat. And I really need it because I'm a little bit nervous right now. There's so much to cover today. And I hope that I'm going not too fast and not too slow. I know all of you. Aw. Aw, thank you for the hearts. I really need it. I need the love. Give me the love. So giving love, receiving love, right? Isn't that what it's all about? Oh, Amanda gave me some daisies. Yes, thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. But yeah, so moving on a little bit to what yarns are really great for granny squares. I handpicked two types of yarn. Actually, I handpicked obviously our rainbow cotton, and also the Amigo, because acrylic turned out to be a really good yarn for granny squares, at least in my experience. So I kind of looked at the colors, like which one of them has a lot of colors to offer and all of that. And I'm actually going to show you guys what I think is it's like a feature on our website that is very, very cool. And maybe you guys can even try it out sometime. So I'm going to actually move back to our own website again because I really want to inspire you. And I'm just going to have here 3. So we're going to cover first the rainbow. I know you guys, a lot of you have worked with rainbow before. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cotton yarn. It's super squishy, super soft, super nice. And then I'm also going to show you the Amigo yarn. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Really, really great. A lot of colors available in these yarns. So that's what you really want when you're also doing granny squares, especially if you want to do the granny square project that has a lot of colors. So we're also going to cover Amigo. And I actually saw, I think it was Amanda who wrote in the chat that Amigo Chunky, she's using this to make a project. Anna K saying, I love 8/4 cotton, and indeed it's a really, really good yarn. And also the chunky is a very nice yarn because it's just nice and chunky. Nice and chunky, lots of colors available. Oh, I just popped it. Sorry. I just popped it. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's check out the colors available on the website. And by the way, I noticed that our colleagues are putting out a super crazy sale right now. It's a 48-hour sale that started yesterday and it's going to end on Monday. I added a link in the description box if you guys want to get rainbow or want to get Amigo for your project. And let's get to it. Let's go and check out. Let's see. There we go. So I wrote rainbow on our website. There's actually a lot of options available. There's also these packs available. If you've guys ever seen these full packs, they're really good for when you want to make maybe a project that has the same tone. And I'm just going to go back and I'm going to go to Rainbow 8/4. I have written down, so how many of you guys know that if you scroll down where you see description down here, there's a photo gallery? How many of you guys knew that there's a photo gallery on our website? Because I'm super curious to hear about this, because it's turning out that if you want to upload a project that you've made yourself using this kind of yarn or any yarn that you buy, you can actually share it and inspire others with the things that you've made. And as I was looking for inspiration for granny squares, it turns out that I saw a lot of granny square projects in this gallery. So I'm just going to scroll a little bit. Let's see if I can find some at first hand. What is this? This is very cute. Oh, it's pretty much like a mandala. Let's see. There we go. First granny square of today. That's pretty cute. Let's see what else do we have, because I know that there's a lot of projects that people are uploading, but I'm not sure if it's the 8/4 or the 8/8 that people are doing. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. It's like a rug made out of rainbow cotton. I did not expect that. That's pretty interesting. Where do I have? I think it was the 8/4 that I saw that had a lot of inspiration. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write 8/4. Or was it the 8/8? I think it was the 8/8. I mean, this yarn is obviously a little bit thicker. It's an 8-ply. So it's a 3.54 millimeter recommended hook. And look at all these colors. I mean, that's so nice when you're working on a project that requires a lot of colors. It's nice to have the option of picking whatever color you want, right? I'm just going to scroll down to the photo gallery and I will see. Let's see. Let's just pick a random page. Oh, is this a granny square? Yes, it is. Okay, so Brenda has made a super cool granny square project, and she's actually even pointing down which color she used. Let's see what else we can find here. Let's say 8. Why not? Oh, another granny square blanket. This is made by Karen Ball, and she just says granny squares crocheted together, and she's pointing out all the colors she used. But I mean, look at that. That is so cute. The way she combined the colors. It's very, very, very interesting. Let's see what else we have. One more. And I think that people are just uploading whenever they finished a project. This is actually a big granny square. So it's basically, instead of making like small little granny squares and then crocheting them together, what you do, you just keep going. You keep going. And this is made by Lisa Fisher. She says, I've never been able to master the granny square, but with perseverance, I'm really, really pleased with it. I love the cotton yarn from Hobbii. It is such good quality. And I agree with that, actually. It's very nice quality. So the first yarn that I am recommending is the Hobbii Rainbow Cotton. It doesn't matter what ply you want or what thickness you want. You can go for the 8.4, you can go for the 8.8 or the 8.6. The idea is that cotton is really good for granny squares because it can be washed a lot of time. It keeps its colors, and it's really nice. And then the other yarn I really wanted to look into was the Amigo. Let's see. Once again, there's a lot of colors available, and you want that, especially if you're making something that's very colorful. It's super easy to work with, knitting or crochet wise. It does not matter what you do. It's just a nice yarn to work with. And I'm gonna see here. See, already we have more options with Amigo. Let's see, what is this? Wow, this is basically, okay, so this is from Jamie. He or she made a blanket, and I think these granny squares are slightly bigger than the usual granny square, but it's still really, really, really cool. And look, already we have something different, a pillowcase. Wow, that's actually really pretty. We have the sunflower, sunburst, granny square, and then we have a lot of little daisies here. That's so cute. Jenny made this cushion cover, and it's really beautiful. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Is this a granny square project? No, but it's a cute blanket. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is a granny square. Oh my God. African Flower Granny Square Blanket by Deborah. She says she made a 70s African flower squares using 3.5mm hook, join in chains, crocheted around the borders by using edge border, right? So this is all the colors she's used for hers, and I mean, that's so cute. I wish I could zoom more into it. I don't think I can. I can't. It's maximum zoomed in, but the flowers are so beautiful and so pretty. That's really, really nice to see that I was right. Amigo was really good for granny squares. And then you also have Amigo XL. This is also really great yarn. A lot of colors are sold out, but there's still a lot of colors available, so check it out. Oh, wow. That's so cool. So basically what she's made a granny square, and the edges are all black, so it actually looks like a polka dot. So this is made by Nasli. That's very, very cool and super colorful. I love it. Oh, and we have here a jacket. Oh, a jumper. So Leva made granny squares, then connected them, and it's one of her first projects. Are you kidding me? That's so, so cool. And look at this sunflower. I mean, I just love flowers in granny squares. That's why I'm making a daisy now. Oh, and we have here just some simple granny squares for beginners. That's really nice, Stacy. That's a pretty, pretty one. Oh, another very cool. Oh, this one's a cardigan made by Karen. Wonderfully colorful way to make an eye-catching coat, and it's so easy. It's true. The thing is, it's actually very, very easy to make a granny square. Oh, look, more sunflowers. I just love them so much. And then we have here a multicolored cardigan. So what she's done here is basically she just continued expanding that square that she's made into a bigger one. Well, that's actually pretty nice. So there you go. If you guys ever want to share a picture with us to give us more inspiration, go ahead, do it. Go on our Hobbii website and just upload your picture. You can add a description or not, add your name, and it will be it will be approved and featured there. So that's actually a really nice way to show us what you actually do with the yarn that you can win. Or I would love to see if you guys could post your pictures, right? Anyway, moving on. What do we have on the agenda? Let me see. So we talked a little bit about the granny history, and then we covered some yarns that are good. Once again, I'm going to remind you guys, Rainbow and Amigo. They're super great for granny squares. And now we have hot off the hooks. And this is actually a special thing. So we have hot off the hooks. Are you guys ready for it? I'm going to have a little intro for it. Hot off the hooks, hot off the hooks. All right. So in our hot off the hooks section for today, it's our section where we show what our designers are working on. I actually have a project that Irene is making, and it's a project that I love. And I know I kind of stole it away from her. She said, oh, but it's not finished. I don't want you to show it yet because it's not finished. And I said, no, that doesn't matter. I really want to show it because it's the perfect time to show it. So without further ado, this is Irene's latest creation, speaking about, all the versatile things you can make with granny squares. And it is, there we go, a jacket. I don't know if you guys can see how cool this thing is, but it's a puffy sleeved jacket. And please give Irene some love if you like this jacket, because I think it's so cool. I think it's the coolest looking jacket, and I don't think I can fit it, but I could try and try it on. I hope I won't stretch it, but you see, she hasn't actually finished it. All of these things are just hanging out, the loose ends. So give Irene some love for her super cool design. I'm just a little bit too scared because I don't want to stretch it. I think this one is the XL size. Oh my God, Irene, if you see me, Irene, I'm super sorry that I'm trying it on without letting you know, but I just have to try it on. So there it is. Hot off the hooks, hot off the hooks. This is Irene's jacket. I'm gonna just turn around so you guys can see the back. So it's basically constructed from big granny squares, and it has these balloony arms, which are super voguey right now. I think everybody's making balloon arms, right? Because they're just so cool and cozy. And it's just such a gorgeous it's such a gorgeous project to do. And this is what got me kind of interested in granny squares when I first saw Irene working on this, because I was like, I never thought you could make anything else from granny squares but a granny square blanket. And she was like, no, you can make 100 things out of granny squares, right? I see that a lot of people are Tanya is saying love, nice colors even. Yes, it is very gorgeous. And actually, since she's almost done with it, I think the pattern will be available at the end of summer or maybe before. You guys can check it out. I'm definitely gonna add a link in the description box once it's over, but I want to show you guys a little bit from up close what it looks like. So it has, these gorgeous pastel colors, and they go so perfect for even spring. I would say spring, summer, maybe even a little bit of autumn if you want to have some color in you during autumn. But yeah, the pattern will be available soon, hopefully, and I'm gonna add a link in the description box like I said. And Lorella says my colors. Yes, the colors are super gorgeous, and it's actually one of the best jackets I've seen so far. Crocheted, knitted, whatever you want to call it. It's one of the coolest jackets I've ever seen, and I just really wanted to show you guys this in the hot off the hooks, right? So I'm gonna put it up here, and since Irene still has to weave in all those ends. Oh, I already see that Sarada can't wait for the pattern with crying emojis. Yes, me too. I'm waiting for the pattern. And I'm asking her every time, when is the pattern ready? And she's telling me, when you're gonna give me back my granny square project. I'm like, okay, soon. But speaking of that, let's see, we have another 25 minutes left. Wow. That has gone very, very, very fast. I think I was really hyped about just presenting to you guys all these ideas that I had in my head. So now give me a moment to breathe. Whew. Guys, remember to hydrate, remember to drink water, especially now during summer. So tell me a little bit before we move on to the tips and tricks. What are you guys working on right now? And by the way, I saw that a lot of you guys subscribed to our channel, and that's very, very, very nice. Please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do us a favor and just hit that subscribe button. It won't take you too long. And also hit the notification bell, because this way you will be notified when we go live, or when we have a technique video out, or when we have more content out. So that would be really, really nice. And let's see what people are actually crocheting or knitting right now. Making turtles and farm animals. You mean an amigurumi, or how are you doing them? A wool blanket? Oh, that's nice. I'm learning to weave. Wow. Amigurumi puppy. Oh, wow, that's so cute. Wow, the chat is going so crazy. I can barely read anything. Let's see. Amigurumi penguin. Oh, are you making the Piff Paff penguin that we have online? I don't know if you guys have seen the Pong and the Ping penguins. Pong and Ping the penguins. There are actually some really, really cute amigurumi penguins that we have on our website. Some really, really, and they're free. I mean, the patterns are free, so go ahead and check it out. Let's see. I'm knitting a cardigan in pink. Scrap blanket and knit sweater. That's really, really nice. I dropped my hook to type what I'm working on. Oh no! The drama! No! I just finished the kawaii gingerbread. Wow, that's so cute. A poncho with rainbow. You mean rainbow cotton? Oh, that's just... I just love that you guys are just so into it. Oh, Converse slippers for my 10 grandkids for Christmas. Karen, what? What? Are you kidding me? Can you imagine? Like, that's actually pretty cool, because it's nice to have slippers that look like Converse. That's actually pretty nice. But you have 10 grandkids? That's insane. How many kids do you have if you have 10 grandkids? I hope they're not from the same person. Lisa is saying that she's making a summer cardigan, so that's actually really nice. I'm currently crocheting a boho maxi dress. That's so beautiful, Vanessa. I love that idea. I'm making a granny square poncho. There you go. Granny squares all over. Have you guys... Okay, I also want to know if you guys ever made granny squares before. Oh, Catherine is saying that I'm starting the wildflower market bag and have about 5 projects. Yes, in the makes. Oh, I believe you. I also have so many projects in the makes. I cannot finish them. I just finished making so I knitted the Anchors summer blouse from Petite Knit a few weeks ago. Me and my friends, my 2 friends, and now we're like really looking forward to starting a new project together now that the summer is finally here and the weather is nice. We're gonna go do a little picnic. You know, we're gonna knit and have a picnic at the same time. That's our thing. But we actually don't know what we want to make, and we want to make a lot of things, and there's not enough time, because then we have, you know, we have work, and then we have our family and all of that. So it's kind of like hard to find time for yourself nowadays. But I'm really looking forward to maybe in a week or 2 to just meet up with them and hang out and just have a nice little time with my friends, you know, knitting or crocheting. That's one of my favorite things, one of the things that bring me the most joy in this entire world. Let's see. So, you guys seem to really... I can't believe that you guys are making so many things. That's so nice. I don't know if I can even keep up with the whole with the whole chat. I'm like really just picking some where I see a sentence and I'm reading it out loud. So yeah, it's pretty nice. But are you guys excited for the winner? Who's gonna be the winner? I'm actually really curious who's gonna be the winner for today's giveaway. Let's see how many of you have already started participating in this. Wow, there's already 308 people who are participating in the giveaway. And I see that we have 377 viewers. So if you guys have not written correctly, exclamation mark giveaway in one word, like you see it above there, please write it exactly as you see it there if you want to participate in the giveaway. Otherwise, you will not be registered. So that's going to be kind of sad. Really sad if you guys can't win because there was a space between the exclamation mark, or there was a caps lock letter, or so on. Yeah. So should we talk a little bit about... There we go. I see already more people participating and more entries in. Yes. Do you guys want to find out some tips and tricks for making the perfect granny square project? Or just perfecting your granny square, basically. If you do, send me some hearts. I really want to see some hearts in the chat. I'm gonna breathe a little bit because there's a lot of things going on. So show me some hearts, and let's see. Like I said, tips and tricks. So I went along the entire office and I asked a lot of people if they have tips or tricks or both for making the perfect granny square or for making the perfect granny square project. And a lot of people have given me a lot of ideas. And then I kind of just narrowed down what I thought was interesting and what I thought that you didn't really see it anywhere online, right? Because of course, if you can write tips and tricks for granny squares, there's going to be a lot of different options, but these ones are given to you by our super used crocheters down here at the office. So the first tip that they gave me, and I thought was very interesting and should be mentioned, is that you need to use the correct hook size for your yarn. And at first I didn't really give much attention to it, but then it made a lot of sense. So if you're going to start a granny square and you're going to notice that, your granny square is kind of like curling up like this, that means something's wrong. Then it means that your crochet hook can be possibly too small. So what you want to do is you want to go up a size. But if you see that your granny square is starting to be floppy, just flopping around, then it means your crochet hook is too big. So you want to go a size down. So that's actually kind of like the basic of making sure. That's one of the tips that you really want to make sure you get right. So make sure that you find the hook that is right for your yarn when you start your granny square. So that's tip number 1. Now I have tip number 2, and this is actually kind of one of the coolest things that I've learned, I think, in my little detective inquiry moment. So it turns out that you have to make sure, if you are making, for instance, a blanket, right? Because that's a big project with a lot of granny squares. You have to make sure that you will distribute the colors of your granny squares evenly. So what you should do is actually lay them all down like you would, like imagining it's a blanket. So you lay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many granny squares you make. You lay them all down, and then you actually start to move the squares around so that there's not too much green on that side, too much yellow on this side, too much pink and purple here, so it's more evenly distributed. And I thought that was actually kind of cool because it's like playing a little game, right? So it's really nice to see that our friends here at Hobbii, our colleagues, have just jumped to save me and giving me some good tips that I haven't actually heard before. So distributing your colors Very important if you want, you know, a nice looking project at the end. And then, oh yes, another thing, speaking of distributing your colors, of course you're not going to be able, if you've made, I don't know, I'm going to give a silly example, 300 granny squares, and you want to make a blanket out of these 300 granny squares. I don't think, unless you're a super crocheter, superpower crocheter with some crazy powers in your crochet hook, I don't think that you'll be able to connect all of these in one go. And if you did, please write it in the chat. I would like to hear that, because that's a little bit, you know, that's intense. I think that would take quite some time. I sure never, you know, I've never done that. So if you want to make sure that when you've displayed all your colors properly and you've distributed them properly, you want to kind of stack them up. So you stack up each row that you've made. You just stack it up in little stacks. Use an elastic or a yarn thread to, you know, have them together, and then take one stack at a time and then start connecting them so that you don't lose that distribution that you formed previously. That's actually a really good tip. Stack up your granny squares so that you follow an order, right? And that's, I don't know, was that tip number 3 or 4? I can't even, I'm not keeping up. But yeah, last and not least, you should block your grannies. That's something I've not done before, and well, it turns out that, you know, sometimes when you're crocheting your granny squares, and some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger, you're just doing your thing there, and then when you kind of want to connect them, you notice that, oop, okay, the ones that are bigger, maybe a little bit, you know, too big, or yeah, basically block them. If you want to make sure that you have the same sized granny square, blocking is a super easy way to save you from one of those situations where, well, you wouldn't have done before, right? Because you're thinking to yourself, oh, it's gonna be fine, I don't need to block them, I don't need to do it, it's just a waste of time. But it actually helps you out. So try and block them if you are knitting too floppy or too tight, or maybe change your crochet hook, like I said at the beginning of this tip section. And last but not least, and this is actually a pretty fun tip, color combination. That is, in my opinion, this is one of the tips I'm giving you personally. Color combination is so important when you're making a granny square, right? Because you can even you can make the ugliest looking granny square project, no offense. you can make the ugliest looking thing in the whole wide world, and you can make the prettiest thing in the whole wide world. And it's all about how you're combining your colors. So that's actually super important to learn a little bit about color theory, learning a little bit how the colors combine together a little bit better. So the great thing is that, okay, I thought to myself, if this episode is about granny squares, then maybe the next episode could be about color combination. Because I think that if we do an episode about color combination, all of you guys, all of you who are struggling with finding the right colors together, just come, watch, get inspired, learn a little bit, and then make the perfect granny square project. Right? It's a good continuation, right? So that's definitely something that I recommend. It's a tip that I recommend to you. Really try and learn a little bit about color theory, because that is what's going to make a big difference. I already see here that Alicia is like, yes, color combination. And I mean, I love it. I love color combining things. I just love it. I do it all the time. I'm always looking for projects that I can mix colors together, that I can find something that's a little bit more original. So yeah, I see here that oh yes, I see a lot of hearts, and I see, yes, please do a color combination live video, please. Yes, that's definitely in our next video. So now that I've spoken so much, I need 10 seconds to breathe and drink some water. I actually made coffee, but I kind of forgot about it. Do you guys remember my little special cup? I have this cup since I've started working here at Hubby. It was a cup gift from a colleague that I really love a lot. Um, and yeah, I use it every day when, my colleagues don't steal it away from me. But yeah, it's actually we're kind of coming close to the end of our episode today, and I just wanted to say thank you for all of you guys for coming. It's been pretty crazy. We're just going up in viewers. We still have a little bit left to go, so we're gonna look into. Let's see here. Oh yes, we're gonna look into types of grannies. So I'm gonna just pull. I'm gonna pull up Pinterest to check out the types of granny squares that you can make, because my favorite two types of granny squares are the sunflower granny square or sunburst granny square and the daisy. And I want to show you guys the variety of granny squares that you can actually make, because there's so many types of granny squares. And I'm just gonna type it here, granny squares, or maybe type granny square type. Wow, there's a lot of great ones. So I'm gonna just quickly show you the ones I've spoken about. And as you see here, this is the colorful daisy. So right now I'm actually making like I said, I'm crocheting a wool blanket that's made with granny squares that has this exact pattern of granny square, and it is the cutest thing on earth. Honestly, it's so cute and so nice. And then there's also the sunburst one. I'm just gonna write it down, or maybe sunflower granny square. There it is. It's super beautiful. I mean, imagine a blanket with that. It cannot get more summer than that, right guys? You guys know a type of granny square, just a type of granny square that you guys, maybe it's a little bit more, what do you call it? A little bit more special, that you don't see it too often. I would really like to see if you can recommend a type or a specific pattern for a granny square, because I really want to start trying something else. Oh, Sheena is saying star granny square. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna check it out right now because I want to see what the granny square, star granny square. Oh wow. Okay, I did not expect that. That's really pretty. I really love it. And then I see here that Tammy is saying mitred granny square. Did I write that right? No, I didn't. Maybe if I spell it wrong. Oh, is it this? Wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's something that I've not seen. I'm gonna save that just so I remember it. That's so nice. I really like that. There are cat grannies. Are you kidding me? Are there cat granny squares? No. Oh, my whole life has meaning now. Look at how cute that is, guys. Oh, I could like spend ages now looking at just kitties on gray. Oh my god. Oh wow, look, they used some novelty yarn there to make it super fluffy. It's actually pretty funny. Oh man, I love that. I did not expect to see an actual cat granny square. This is one of the best things I've ever seen, honestly, with the little tail and everything. Oh, that's just so cute. That's super nice. And then I see here hexagon grannies. Okay, let's check it out. Hexagon grannies. All right. Okay. Yeah. I've seen this before, and I think it's kind of nice that you can build on the granny square and not making it square, but making it a hexagon or a different shape. That's actually pretty nice. And I'm guessing this one you could also make it with a different pattern in the middle, so you don't always have to follow this pattern, right? Oh, look at how cute that is. That's pretty cute. Just a simple granny square blanket there. Okay, eDreams is saying elephant granny square. Let's see. Elephant granny square. Okay, 5 more minutes to go until we pick a winner. So let's just go ahead and check it out. Oh, wow. What is that? That's just so pretty. A pillow pattern. Oh, okay. So I can't find the elephant. Oh, yes. It's here. No, that's so cute. Oh, my God. Imagine making a whole blanket with just animals. Each square is a different animal. That would be the perfect kid gift ever. I would love to do that. That's actually pretty cool. I think I might start to kind of save up all the oh my God, dying over the cat granny square. I see a comment there. Yes, indeed, the cat granny square. That's on Monday, so tomorrow I'm gonna just sit down and I'm gonna try to crochet a cat granny square, because that was my favorite thing ever too. But yeah, imagine that, just making a blanket, and in each square there's a different kind of elephant, or sorry, not elephant, animal, right? You can do turtles, you can do doggies, and everything. Yeah, need more time. Yeah, I know. But okay, so we have 4 minutes left. Just gonna pump you guys a lot. Look at this crazy giveaway basket that I have prepared for you guys. I'm gonna actually go a little bit through it just to show you guys what's inside. So I included, this is 100% superwash wool. It's called Fibra Natura Lima, and it's a super great wool yarn. Let's see, we have some baby cotton pastel print organic Egyptian yarn. It's super nice. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a print pattern, so it has really, really nice colors. Like I said, I included some Amigo Giga in here as well, because you could, oh, this is just unraveling, because you can never have enough of ginormous these Amigo Giga are really good for when you make granny squares that you can actually use like as a pot holder or something like that, right? It's actually really, really nice. You just use 3 colors and then you have a pot holder. Like these 3, for instance, right? I have pink, purple, and green. Ooh, can I keep it together? There we go. What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Oh, more baby cotton print. And I love this combination of these colors. They're so cute. And then let's see if I go down in the basket. Oh, I see here that I included some rainbow glitter. Some rainbow glitter to spice things up. And what else? Oh, lots of different Amigo colors. Whoop, this almost fell in my coffee. Not good, not good, not good. Let's see. More yarn, more yarn, more yarn. More yarn, 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 and yarn. So yeah, so there's actually a lot of different types of yarn. And the rainbow, I included so many different colors. I included at least 2 whole bags of, you know, those bags that you can get of Hobby rainbow colors. I included 2 of those and additional extra ones on top of that. So you guys can go super nuts with all the granny squares in the world that fits all the colors in the world. And as a reminder, if you guys need some help with yarn color combination, our next episode is going to be about that. And trust me, it's going to be a fun episode. We're going to have also a little giveaway back then. So remember to subscribe like Antonio Manfire just did. Thank you, Antonio, for the subscription. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys get notified when we have these lives with our little cute little giveaways. And I'm gonna include these ones too. Guys, I lost the tag on this one, but I promise I will find a new one and add it in the giveaway. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get notified. And I mean, I think this is it. I know you guys are really looking forward to see who the winner is. And remember, once the winner is picked, I'm gonna pick him in a little while. Him or her, of course, they. Remember to send me an email. I'm gonna actually write down the email myself. Send me an email with your name, full name and address, and basically your contact info, so I can, ship and send it. And it's, everybody has the equal chance to win, because I'm gonna ship this worldwide, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You're gonna get your package and a little card from me and some candy. Yeah, right now I'm gonna close the entries. There we go. I closed the entries, so you cannot participate anymore. I mean, it was an hour of, trying really hard, and I'm happy that you guys stayed. And I'm just going to draw a winner. So whoever wins, fingers crossed, show me some love, send me some hearts and some smileys and some confetti. And remember to be good to each other and be kind to each other. And there's always a chance for everybody to win. Just keep on coming back to our lives and participating in our giveaways, right? So there we go. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Picking a winner. And there it is. Skara Skofdal, you are the winner. There we go. We have the winner. It's Sarah Skofdal. And yeah, what can I say? Congratulations. You've won this enormous basket of yarn. I couldn't speak anymore. It was too much. So, welcome, Sarah, to the biggest yarn basket in the world. I hope you have space for it in your home. And yeah, guys, that was it. Remember to join us in 2 weeks for our color combination episode and our little giveaway back then. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. That's all for me, Jaya from Hobby. Thank you for being sweet. Thank you for sending me love. And I will see you guys next time. Meanwhile, stay safe out there. Show and be kind to each other. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.